Welcome to Cloud9. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you. Today is the 18th of April 2025, but this reading is timeless and I trust that it will find you in the right moment for you, whenever that may be. I'm going to look today at your tree of life, which is an overview of all the areas of your life. And then we're going to break down into some more specific questions, looking at certain aspects of the tree. So I'm just going to clear these cards before we start and hopefully give you just a feel on the energies for today and the energies for the coming weeks, the end of April, or the next couple of weeks, depending when you are watching this. Okay, so I'll read for you 10 spheres, and I'll be doing that with these Archangel Tarot cards and with the Wicker Pack, and then we will use some Oracle cards as well. So Archangel Raphael, I call you in the east. Archangel Michael, I call you in the south. Archangel Gabriel, I call you in the west. Archangel Uriel, I call you in the north. Archangel Metatron, I call you from above. Archangel Sandalphon, I call you from below. God, Goddess, I call you from within and I call you from without, in perfect love, in perfect trust, in perfect light. And I ask you to guide this reading for the collective, for the energy that we're experiencing at the moment, and to give good, clear guidance. Okay, so here's our first sphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to shift these up a little bit for them to fit. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we're going to do the same with this Wicker Pack and get the reflections between the two. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll just put those to the side for now. Okay, so at the top, overlighting the whole spread for the current energy and in this current time, we've got this Knight of Michael. Strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. This is the Knight of Swords. Fast action, choosing logic over emotion and sudden changes. And this is linked here to this chalice, this fertility card in the Wicker Pack. This is about purification, cleansing, moving into new life, regeneration. We've got this beautiful dove at the top with the rainbow and the sun and the water, creating that kind of spiritual connection. It's moving on, it's starting new beginnings, clearing out the old and moving quickly, choosing what's good for us, choosing what's right for us as we move forwards, and having faith, this water, this emotion, knowing that we're doing it for our best interests. Here we are. So here's our first sphere. And then in the second position, here, we've got the Nine of Michael, so the Nine of Swords and the Wizard, spiritual impeccability. So the Nine of Swords, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire. Release any feelings of regret, guilt or worry to your angels. And this second sphere, this is like what's in the stars, what's in the destiny at the moment, what are we meant to be doing, what is in our destiny right now. And this is connected to spiritual impeccability. So being in our integrity, doing what we know is right. And here we've got this wizard and this beautiful lion together, this strength. And I don't know if you can see this unicorn here, which is this sort of symbol of purity, and the path ahead here leading all the way up to that castle. And this wizard here, you know, he's wise, he's choosing wisely, he's stepping into integrity. And these thoughts here that are distracting or worrying us, they're not necessary. Let them go. Tune into this and it will guide you. Do what you know is right. Okay, this third sphere here, Bina, Saturn. So this is to do with divine timing, also sometimes restrictions, limitations, obstacles. We've got the Five of Gabriel, a challenge that you can resolve, withdrawing from the drama of others, having patience with yourself and those around you. And we've got this beautiful Gaia healing card. So this is a time for letting go of things that don't serve, people with high drama, people that drain your energy, people that maybe aren't good for you, or situations that don't serve you. It could just be that you've outgrown those things. It could be that what once was aligned with you is no longer aligned with you, and this is a time of deep healing. And we can see this beautiful Gaia card. Look at this mermaid, this Gaia, this earth goddess underneath the chalice with the water. Okay. Okay, and then we've got over here, we've got what forces are supporting you. Chesed, Jupiter. Well, what is supporting you? The Magician, Archangel Raziel. You can manifest the life that you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings and holy water purification. So again, what is supporting you? This purification, this detox, this letting go and release of anything that is no longer aligned with you, and focusing instead on what is good for you, what will bring you joy, what will support you, and really thinking about and setting intentions. And we've got these beautiful wings coming out here, and the water again here. Just pop those there. Okay. Over here we've got Gabura. So Gabura, the fifth sphere, I like to sort of think of this a little bit like spiritual disinfectant. What do we need to let go of? What do we need to release? So over here we've got the King of Michael, so the King of Swords. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Staying in integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. And here Shekinah, transcendence. So this could be about transcending or overcoming where there might be a lack of integrity or a lack of open communication, and just being wise, sitting in it, being able to transcend it, being able to see the bigger picture, releasing things, people, situations that perhaps are not in integrity or have dishonest or closed communication, letting those things go and moving forwards. And here, look, we've got this beautiful Shekinah overlighting, overlooking, able to transcend this, able to see the bigger picture. Okay. And then we've got this sixth sphere, the place of the sun. So what brings you joy? What lights you up? Where is your power? Wow, and we've got this cone of power, this energy card, with the King of Gabriel, the King of Wands. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, and genuine concern for others. Okay, so we're thinking about here our own energy, our own power, what lights us up. Spending time perhaps with people who are generous, inspirational, driven, dramatic, but in a healthy way, not in a draining way. Being able to see the big picture, being able to look forwards and make plans. Not worrying too much about the details, but moving forwards and stepping into our power. and you can see here like the balanced elements and the energy. And when we do this and we focus on our well-being, you can see look, the energy increasing here, our own energy, our own life force increasing here. Okay, over here the seventh sphere, so we've got Venus, which is to do with relationships. Okay, and in this relationship sphere we've got the Three of Michael, so releasing the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. And we have this here with the crone, release. So this could be a romantic partner, this could be friendships that are no longer aligned with you, this could be difficult family situations, and this could talk of releasing and letting go of those things entirely, walking away, or perhaps giving a bit of distance and a bit of space in order to look after your own emotional well-being. And we've got this here in this sphere of relationships, and whenever we let go of something, whenever we release something, it does always make way for the new to come in. I'm just going to pop those here in this seventh sphere. You'll know who or what this is. Your instinct, to listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition. Okay, and the eighth sphere, hard Mercury. What lessons are we learning here? What life lessons are we learning here? So the life lessons that we're learning here, we've literally got the lessons card, nemesis, lessons, standing in balance, standing in that square, holding things in balance. Time to make a decision, be clear about what you want and take action. A need for detoxification coming up in all of these cards. Releasing what no longer serves and moving towards the things that are aligned with us. Moving forwards for our best interests. Choosing what is good for us, perhaps over what we may long for or might have been drawn to in the past, or addictive behaviours or relationships that might not be good for us, or wasting our time when we know we need to be taking action. It's asking us to be clear and to make our own well-being a priority. And this is the lesson that we are currently learning. This is the energy at the moment. Okay. Okay. So in the sphere of the moon, Yasod, we have strength and psychism. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. This is the sphere of the emotions. Psychism, yeah, so deep intuition, deep knowing. We can do these things, we can let go of things and people that no longer serve us, and we can do this with grace. We can do this with kindness. It doesn't have to involve confrontation and harsh words. We can do this with self-confidence, knowing that we are acting with integrity. We can do this with forgiveness for the other person, for wherever they are on their journey, and forgiveness for ourselves for the things that we wish that we had done or could do better. Just with compassion and ability to just be in our integrity and be kind and compassionate both to ourselves and to others. We've got this strength card. Strength doesn't have to be loud and roaring. Strength can be gentle and strong and kind, and some people may or may not see that, but you know this. Here is this intuition, you know this. The Black Cat also talks about protection and psychism, and being aware of energies and things moving within our environment, and just paying attention to our feelings and our gut feelings, our intuition. And then here in the earthly sphere we have the moon, the opportunity to improve your plans. So this is how is this panning out in our earthly sphere? How are we seeing this? So we have the opportunity to improve your plans, listening to your intuition here for accurate guidance, facing your fears and growing stronger. And I have two cards that came out with this actually from the Wicker deck. So what does this, so how does this relate? We've got the green man here, which is around growth, our spiritual development, our psychic development, our soul journey, our spirit path. This is us ascending, this is us growing. And here, through our experience, through our book of shadows, this is how we are developing. Okay. So I just wanted to shuffle a few oracle cards here to go with this overall reading for this week. I'm just going to get you an animal card here from this beautiful Spirit of the Animals oracle. Here we are. So our animal card, another lion. So lion, a higher calling. So we've got this higher calling. You have within you all the courage that you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and for your tribe. And there are a lot of people right now calling in their tribe, calling in their soul tribe, aligning themselves with the right people, letting go of the people that are on a different path. And it's okay for those people to be on a different path. Oh, that was going to fly out here. Protection, calling back your power, cutting cords, soul retrieval. Yeah, you know, we all are where we are on our journeys, and everyone's journey looks different, and it's right that everyone's journey looks different. You know, where you are, where I am, where, you know, someone, Doris down the street is, we are all in different places on our soul journey. We are all doing different things in this life. That is as it's meant to be. We are not all meant to be on the same path. However, we also need our tribe around us. So we need to be with our right tribe. And this is calling this in. And calling this right tribe in is directly linked to protection, to well-being, calling back our power, cutting cords with things that no longer serve us, and soul retrieval. So we've got this beautiful soul retrieval card. Okay, just going to give these soul truth cards a shuffle. Let's just have a little look at the soul truth cards. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know, Spirit? Can you guide us? Okay. Am I apologising for my truth? Yeah. Where have we said yes when we want to say no? Where have we said no where we want to say yes? Where have we diminished ourselves? Where have we been talked over or surrounded ourselves with people who talk over us or bulldoze us or are louder or more opinionated or more pushy? Where have we compromised or over-compromised ourselves? What part of you is apologising for your truth and why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologise or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you're brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. Wow, we've got loads of courage cards coming out right now. Oh, so that, you know, it could suggest that there is a reason that we're needing to be courageous. It might be that you've got challenges at the moment, but know that those challenges are part of your growth. Know that you have got the courage, that you can overcome these things, that Spirit has got you here. You are divinely protected. Look at all this protection. They're reassuring you, they're letting you know that there is all of this protection. Okay, and it's funny, we've got this snake card energy. I'm not going to read this in the way that this card talks about. This talks about competition and enemies. Potentially a third party, if this was a love reading, which it isn't, looking over your shoulder. But I would talk about this as perhaps part of shedding a skin, shedding an old version of ourselves. We are under no obligation to be the same person that we were 2 days ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 5, 10 years ago. We are continually changing. we are continually growing here, this growth card. We are under no obligation to be that same person. And if you look back at yourself a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you are almost certainly, if you are embracing this growth, which I know so many of you are on this journey, no longer that same person, shedding an old skin, moving out of the old and into the new. And it's potent medicine, this snake medicine. It's literal rebirth, you know, that we're shedding a skin and then coming in to new rebirth. One more card. Let's just have a little look at this beautiful Oracle of the Fairies deck. What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know right now? Oh, look in a book. Whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight that you seek. Yeah, so learning. And we've got this book underneath, look, this book of shadows, this book of experience. So I would say that this could well be talking about journaling right now. It might be that you are writing a book, that you are journaling, that you are researching, looking for answers, whether that's your spiritual development or physical development, whatever it is, follow that. If you have a thought about what that is, listen to that. And before we finish this reading, I'm just going to get a few little charms. Let's just have a see what charms we have got here. We've got a musical note and a guitar, so perhaps some of you are musicians or singers. What is this? That has some sort of musical symbol on it too. Lots of music here. Lots of music here. Yeah, and this kind of trumpet. It's funny, I'm kind of seeing this trumpet as a bit like answering the call, like answering a calling. Just going to get a couple more charms. What have we got? 5. I'd like to get 7. Oh, what's this? What's this little? Okay, so we've got a beautiful little turtle or tortoise, and slow and steady wins the race, you know, this tortoise energy, slow moving but slow and steady and devoted to their path, plodding along, you know, and they live for a long time, tortoises. Oh, and this little lucky horseshoe, luck is on your side as well here, like this kind of lucky path. And I'm just going to get a few letters. What did we have? We had 7 of those. Should we have 14 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's just have a little look and see what we've got. See if we can make anything with this. Oops. Oh goodness, do you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing rise up. I don't know what you're seeing here. I'll lay them out, and yeah, if you want to tell me any other things that you can see in the comments. Oh, that's a blank one. Could use that for whatever you like. There we are. Tell me what you see in the comments. If you would like and subscribe, that would be lovely. These readings are totally free, but you can contact me directly if you would like a personal reading to book in with me. All right, wishing you all the best. God bless. Yeah, and speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.